Hello, darling. Tonight, I invite you into a moment of quiet reverence, not desire shouted aloud, but devotion whispered in the dark. This is a poem about beauty that steadies the soul, about longing that feels like coming home after a long, lonely journey. A love so gentle it doesn't demand, it simply draws you closer. Let your breathing slow, let the world fall away, and listen to Helen. I saw thee once only, years ago. I must not say how many, but not many. It was a July midnight, and from out a full-orbed moon, that like thine own soul soaring, sought a precipitate pathway up through heaven, there fell a silvery, silken veil of light. With quietude and sultriness and slumber, upon the upturned face of 1,000 roses that grew in an enchanted garden, where no wind dared to stir unless on tiptoe, fell on the upturned faces of those roses that gave out in return for the love light their odorous souls in an ecstatic death, fell on the upturned faces of those roses that smiled and died in this parterre, enchanted by thee and by the poetry of thy presence. Clad all in white upon a violet bank, I saw 3 half reclining, while the moon fell on the upturned faces of the roses, and on thine own upturned, alas, in sorrow. Was it not fate that on this July midnight, was it not fate, whose name is also sorrow, that bade me pause before the garden gate to breathe the incense of the slumbering roses? No footsteps stirred, the hated world all slept, save only thee and me. O heaven, O God, how my heart beats in coupling these 2 words, save only thee and me. I paused, I looked, and in an instant all things disappeared. Ah, bear in mind this garden was enchanted. The pearly luster of the moon went out, the mossy banks and the meandering paths, the happy flowers and the repining trees were seen no more. The very roses, odors, died in the arms of the adorning airs. All expired, save thee, then thou. Save but the soul in thine uplifted eyes. I saw but them, they were the world to me. I saw but them, saw only them for hours, saw only them until the moon went down. What wild heart histories seemed to lie enwritten upon those crystalline celestial spheres. How dark a woe, yet how sublime a hope. How silently serene a sea of pride. How daring an ambition, yet how deep, how fathomless a capacity for love. But now, at length, dear Dion sank from sight into a western couch of thundercloud, and thou, a ghost amid the entombing trees, didst glide away. Only thine eyes remained. They would not go. They never yet have gone. Lighting in my lonely pathway home that night, they have not left me, as my hopes have since. They follow me. They lead me through the years. They're my ministries, yet I their slave. Their office is an illuminate and an enkindle. My duty, to be saved by their bright light, and purified in the electric fire, and sanctified in their Elysian fire. They fill my soul with a beauty which is hope. They are far up in heaven, the stars I kneel to, in the sad, silent watches of my night, while even in the meridian glare of the day, I see them still, 2 sweetly scintillant Venuses, unextinguished by the sun. And so he leaves us there, not with passion spent, but with longing preserved, a beauty remembered, a presence felt long after the words have ended. If this poem stirred something quiet inside you, if it made you ache in a way you can't quite name, then you understood Poe exactly as he intended. Sleep gently, darling, and carry that feeling with you, like a hand resting in the small of your back, long after the night has gone still.